friends, welcome back to second episode of Gyroscope, that is a Tom 2 subject. Now we'll be seeing a different kind of numerical where the rotor is rotating in the anti-clock direction when viewed from the front end of the ship. So let's see. A ship is propelled by a turbine having mass, speed, direction of rotor is anti-clockwise when viewed from the bow end. Now stern, aft, bow and fore. You have to remember the radius of gyration of the rotor is 450 mm. And determining the gyroscopic effect when the ship is steering to the left in a curve of 60 meter radius, new term, and a speed of 18 knots, new term again. Ship is pitching in SHM and bow ascending, that is falling with maximum velocity. The time period is given, ship pitches is given, that's okay. Rolls at an instant, that's okay, perfectly fine. It's a very big numerical. This numerical will never appear in your examination. So first things first, write down the given data, convert the ton to kg. The speed is given, so we can find out omega. K is given, we can find out mk square, that is I. Now speed is given in knots and you have been given 1 knot is 1860 meter per hour. Convert it to meter per second. It will be 1860 into 18 divided by 3600, that is 1860 into 18 divided by 3600, which is 9.3 meter per second. Time period was given, phi is given, convert phi to radian, that is 7.5 into pi by 180. You get 0.130 at radian. Pretty simple. You have to find out the magnitude and direction. No. You have to just find out at last t, which is I omega p, no matter how you find it. You can always find out I, you have always omega. The only thing left is omega p. Now you have been given v. We know the general formula. V is, that is velocity is the distance covered and the speed, that is angular speed I am talking about. You have v, you have a radius, you can find out omega p. Simple. So you can find out omega p, putting it in t, you get I omega p. So half of the part is done. You are getting 6 marks if this was for 12 marks. Yes. Now comes the diagram. From this particular question, I can tell you that the ship will be on this side and side view will be on this side. No matter, the front view and top view remain the same. We'll see what the diagram is. Now this is the diagram. As I was telling, because we are seeing it from the front end and the rotor is rotating in the anti-clock direction, the side view will be on this side, front view, top view and triangle will be on the opposite side. So the diagram changes totally, that is a mirror image is formed, you can say. And let's construct the triangle first. Now we are seeing the rotor rotating anti-clockwise from the front end. Let's see how to draw. You curl your fingers in the clockwise direction, but we have to view it from the front end, that is from the thumb end. So you see this is anti-clock because opposite from the front end. So from the front end the thumb is posing toward the right. Okay, so OA, 2 points are fixed. OA. Now it is taking a left turn, so it will go up. OAB. So this will be the triangle. I curled my fingers. This is the clockwise from the back end, anti-clock from the front end, and it is pointing towards right. Okay, so this is the diagram. Now OAB, that's your diagram, and you are done with the numerical. Just a matter of fact, when this bow rises and when the rotor is, even you are seeing from the front end, the position of the arrow changes. You have to keep in mind the standard cases and just reverse them when the rotor direction is reversed, that is when it goes to the front end, and you are done with the numerical. Now you can solve the rest of all the cases by looking at it. We'll be seeing one more case of the ship and then we'll be solving the aeroplane. So stay tuned and we'll solve the next numericals. Continuing this particular numerical, because I found it was a little different for you people, we will be seeing the second case, that is ship is pitching, bow is falling, that is the ship will go down, the front end will fall down. We have to find out t, that is I omega p. I and omega will be same. what change will be? 2 pi phi, because for pitching the angle changes. You see this angle, that is phi and phi. You have to consider angle, so 2 pi phi upon time, that is omega. So you find out omega p, you find out t. Pretty simple. Now you have to draw the diagram. For the falling bow, this triangle will be formed downwards, that is, this will be the diagram OAB, and the directions will be same, but for pitching these arrows will be on top view. Okay, so that's a major difference. And it has a third case, that is when the ship is rolling. Now you don't see any gyroscopic couple, or it does not have any effect on the ship when it is rolling, that is going like this. So you can only find out maximum angular acceleration. Let's see how to find out. So this is the third case, when the ship is rolling, the rotor is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction. Alpha max is phi into omega 1 square. Now phi is 2 pi upon tp. We took because it was 2 pi phi upon tp. So like this, it is 2 pi upon tp square into phi. So putting all the values, you get alpha is equal to 0.0159 radian per second square, because it is acceleration. And this is the diagram, because when the bow is falling and you are seeing it from the front, the diagram changes, the arrows go down. These are the two cases of the ship. I hope you understood the chapter gyroscope. We will be seeing aeroplanes as well as motorcycle in the coming videos. Stay tuned and keep subscribing.